set up, then y'all learn that. So the first thing you're gonna do when you come in, obviously turn the computer on, turn on the monitors, turn on all the screens that are in the Kingdom Hall. So click on the mouse to.
Your computer is now up here. It
Yes.
used to be down on the bottom, but now it's on the shelf. So you turn it on
I
the
thought
same
that
way
was
you
a screen.
always
I
do.
thought that was a screen computer at the
No,
top.
this is.
So do we need to turn this on too?
Yes. There's switches on the back of them. You turn those on as well.
This one you won't need unless you want to put the brother's face on the screen the whole time. That's up to you.
Yeah, if it says part, it will
You can.
Be showing
It's
your
totally
face
up
all
to
the
you.
time,
Yeah.
Brian.
And this is
The zoom in?
self-explanatory. Yeah, so you don't really need to learn how to do this, but in case you ever do want to, press camera 1, and that's going to control the camera that will do the stage.
Okay.
That doesn't, not the stage, but the stage.
Yeah.
So you zoom in like this, and then you control it with a joystick. Just
You
a
got your
firm
makeup,
finger. You can set them up, and then you can just leave them on there the whole meeting if you want.
Okay.
And then you can switch back and forth between
Right.
your other computer.
So how will it appear on
display
the
it.
stage?
So- That's how it would appear on the stage.
What do you wish?
You push it up.
And so, right.
Okay.
So we'll explain this a little bit
Yeah,
more
yeah,
once we
that's
get
right,
into the
that's right.
media. But so that's how you would work the camera if you wanted to. You'll never need the audience camera, but it's the same way. You would just press camera 2, and then you can move it around however you want,
Nice.
and then back to camera 1. And that's only if you ever wanted to use the cameras.
Okay,
So, other
cool.
than that, Jared, go ahead. It's like the rest of your meeting.
All right. So log in to the computer. Password is Kingdom.
So look
Oh,
at the
you got it
keyboard.
here now.
Keyboard.
Any capitals?
Nope.
It's voice activated.
Okay.
So we have separate accounts, ASL and Tagalog.
Yes, we do.
When you
Alright.
turn the computer on, you're going to see this media screen go blue.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
That's the new change. You haven't had this screen before.
Right. And so now you're going to open up the purple app. This is where you're going to get your videos, your songs, your everything. And so once you click on it, you have the yearly text come up. So to pull that up,
There you go.
5 is media,
Okay.
2 is the audience camera, 1 is the stage camera.
Okay.
And so this is live. This is what's the word? Preview. So right now, camera 1 is live. Media is on preview. So you press this button right here in order to switch the camera. Press it.
Okay.
And so now on the stage, you got the
Media. And this is what
media pulled
this
up.
screen here is what will be up on all the TVs throughout the Kingdom Hall.
Right.
Okay.
An easier way to do that, you don't have to worry about any of this or any of this. Just look at these. Make sure this is pointing up. But look at these. If you want the camera on stage, you press that. If you want the audience, you press that. And if you want the media, you press that.
Right.
1, 2, 5. That's the only 3 buttons you'll ever have to press on here, and make sure this is always up.
Right.
Okay.
Since
That's the
y'all
only buttons you'll have to do.
since y'all won't primarily use the cameras yet.
Right.
You'll mainly leave it on media because you'll want the yearly text throughout the whole meeting.
Right.
Alrighty.
The only reason you'll do 1 is if you decide you want to put the speaker's face on screen, and that could be up to you to never use it or to only use it when the brother wants it, or it's up to you guys.
Okay.
And if y'all do decide to put the brother on screen, you will want to follow how Bethel does it. So look at one of the morning worship videos, the yearly, the annual meeting videos, and what the camera angle is on them. You
Okay.
want to copy that.
The square around the face.
Okay.
Okay.
What's it called? Is it the same as photo or?
Right, so cut is just how it goes across the screen. So if we press it, it's gonna go, notice how it like
Oh,
pops.
it's like.
And if we
okay.
press auto, that's gonna go to our transition type, which right now is mix. So it's gonna go easier.
It's a more smooth.
Or you
like
can
a
do
transition.
white where it like slides in,
Oh, okay, I see.
which is a little technical.
Okay.
So, but if you press here and you just go straight to 1, you don't have to press auto or anything, and it's gonna cut like that.
Got it.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Because we're going to use, I think in Rosenberg Assembly Hall, is it the same equipment they installed?
The assembly hall, it is not.
Oh, it's not.
It's
The assembly
different.
hall is still the Mac, correct?
I believe so. It's still the Mac.
So the
They're-
assembly hall is more digital, which means you're just
Okay.
gonna click on things on the computer on
okay.
the assembly hall.
Okay.
Right. Assembly will get this eventually.
Okay.
Oh,
Maybe one day.
Yeah, because we're going to handle the
sound
audio video
system.
too in our assembly. So I think, yeah, that's why
If
we're
you can
interested.
figure this out,
It'll be easy for us
the one
to
at the
figure.
assembly is way easier.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay,
Way
okay,
easier.
okay,
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 good.
okay.
Alrighty, so now you're gonna want to get the song for when the meeting's starting. So you go to the
They know how, the same way you used to.
same thing. So click it to download it. If it's not downloaded, No.
Always do
Always
720.
720.
The reason is because the TVs are
So,
much bigger now. You want the
download all of
highest
those.
quality to make sure it's clear.
Sure, sure.
So you'll want to download all of your media for the meeting.
That's way grand.
And you have a new hard drive that has so much storage.
Okay.
You could download everything on the app.
Okay, nice to
Okay.
know.
Okay, great.
We haven't been able to download all the songs yet. So when
Do
the
that.
brother comes for the weekend meeting,
Yeah.
you'll want to make sure that you get all the songs that you need downloaded
Sure thing.
Before the meeting
Yeah.
starts.
before the meeting
Good.
starts.
Sounds good.
So you can do it as you go, or you can come up here and download it all. Wait for it all to download.
Right.
It's up to y'all.
So 82 is ready. If you want to pull up that
So
song,
it says
it's
song
automatically
82.
going to come up here.
Joe? Yeah.
It is not working. So what we're going to
So waiting
do?
on an electrician.
Pause it
You're
real
not the
fast.
one.
No.
Okay.
And come out of it. Back button. This app hasn't been configured yet. If it ever happens to where it won't come off the text, you'll need to check here. Press the settings. And you'll need to make sure that this says play on second video spread. Uh-oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Is
Turn
it-
that off and back on.
You turn it off. Now it's on. There you go.
Yeah,
And
there you
now
go.
it's working.
It's there.
Okay, it just needs to be reset. So
like-
if that ever happens, now you know, just turn it
Just
off
to
and
the
back on and
settings.
it'll reset it.
Like refreshing it in a way.
And in order to pause it,
Okay, cool.
space.
Yes.
But
they
you
won't
but
need
you
that
wouldn't need it because once the song finishes
Right.
plays,
Yeah.
it's gonna go
It's
back
It's
to
gonna
the
go back to
delete
the
text.
text.
Okay.
Cool.
So if it's come over here to the end of the song,
Okay.
so say you decided the brothers want to be on screen. When the song is over, it's going to go back to text.
Okay.
But if that brother will quickly go ahead and press 1,
Come and it will.
it will
Okay.
go to whatever this is.
Yeah,
So
okay.
during the song, he can mess with the camera to make sure it's on that brother the way they want.
Oh, I got you.
Okay. One more thing. If you do use the camera,
Oh, so it's pretty sensitive.
it is, so anytime you use this, you're going to grab it hard and pull it slowly.
Got you.
So don't be tender with it, because if you're tender with it, it jerks. So you just got to grab it hard and move it slowly. So say you've got a short brother that's the chairman and a tall brother that's doing the watchtower. The short brother, you got him set up. Then he does the song, and then now you need to move it for the tall brother. So as they're switching out on stage, this button here is the fade to black button.
Okay.
If you press it, the screen will go black. You can adjust the camera while that brother's getting ready, and then you can turn fade to black off, and it'll go back to that brother.
Okay, nice.
And if you ever get here and like nothing's pulling up on the screen and everything, you
Yeah.
can't get nothing coming up, check fade to black. We've gotten calls, can't get anything on the screen. What's going on? We go over there, look at
okay.
it.
Because
fade
of
to black.
because of what again? Because of
Fade to black.
Fade
This
to
right
black.
here, FTB, fade to
FTB.
black.
Okay.
If it's bright, if it's yellow, it means it's on,
Mhm.
and if it's nothing, it's off.
But yeah, that's basically.
And
all
you'll
I
see
need to know.
black right here on this
Oh,
screen. if that's
okay.
That makes
Cool.
sense.
Okay.
On and off.
You want to show the media for the watchtower?
Yeah, there we go.
Between seeing the
Yes,
speaker
so
and
go
seeing
to the
media.
watchtower. So go to your meetings and you can switch from the life and ministry to watchtower.
Pull up this week's watchtower.
Click
Now
on
y'all
the
done this before
picture.
the media, right?
Mm.
Okay. So
And
your
then
picture's ready, but the speaker's still talking.
Right.
Now he says, "Pull up the picture." What do you do?
Oh, okay. Don't tell me.
you can
Is it this?
There you go.
All right.
And then when he's done talking about it,
Go back to
one.
one.
One. Okay.
You can leave it up there as long as you want, because you can still hear him whenever
So,
it's up there.
Right.
Does it automatically cut, or can I auto?
The
It
fade.
will cut.
I can fake.
If you want to learn the fade that's the auto, you just remember this is what's on screen, this is what you're fading to.
Oh, okay.
all
That's
you
a good
have
way
to-
to remember. Okay. So.
And this will tell you, so what's on screen's red,
Right.
that means it's too late. And what's green means it's coming up next if you're ready for it.
Oh.
Press it.
Oh, okay, that's a good way to remember. Okay, got it. Makes sense. All right, cool. So then I guess this is more for us then, I guess.
You don't
Or
really want
just
to.
for-
In sign language, we
Oh,
have
for sign
to
language,
use
there we go.
comments. The commenters in the audience, we have to like zoom in on each commenter in the audience
Oh.
and get ready. Okay, you're giving your comment, go there. Then we have to cut to them like that, and it's,
You guys
it's
got
crazy.
a lot of stuff to do. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So y'all won't have to worry about that.
Okay, nice.
Sorry.
I'm trying to think of any troubleshooting questions in advance.
All y'all's main focus is just going to be on the purple app. Really.
Yeah, I was gonna ask though, as far as because I'm
We're gonna take care of that,
leave
too.
everything on just in case anything updated. Was you guys gonna cut it off?
Always turn it off after the meeting,
Okay.
especially these.
Did they
Make sure these are turned off
Okay.
because if they're left on,
Okay, yeah.
there's a fan in here. It will get warm, and the fan will be really loud
Yeah,
after
yeah.
it's been on for hours and hours. It's been like
Maybe
that
your
the night
brothers would
before, and then we
understand
got
this.
to the meeting, and it was
Regional
and we're like, oh, just
Okay.
gives a little shock. But
Okay.
Even the pre
So
layout, everything's same
then-
switch.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good to know this. Okay.
This is your
We got a
computer.
preview of it now.
Yeah, it's really
How about this
So,
TV? Is this
You
already
still want to turn
working?
everything off. So you're gonna
This
turn
already
does
working.
this turn everything off? This
That
button
turns
here?
everything
So it's
off.
the same as
Okay,
what's in
we don't
front,
want to do
right?
that. You never want to shut down the computer with buttons. You always shut down the computer from the mouse.
Okay.
So do you know how to do that?
Yeah.
You click over to the left.
Yeah.
Always make sure this computer is completely shut down before you click everything off. Because otherwise it's like you're unplugging it from the
You wanna
wall.
exit out
It's
the app
really
first.
bad.
You have to exit everything, the apps and all that,
Yeah,
before shutting it
log
down.
everything out. You don't want any
Huge
issues to happen by leaving it open.
Okay.
And what EJ will probably do is he'll set it up to where it does
shut it down.
installations at a time when y'all don't have meetings or anything. For example, he might set it up to, y'all have a Wednesday night meeting, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So sign language has a Tuesday night meeting.
All right.
So perhaps after their meeting, they'll set it up. If there's any installations that are needed, they'll do it after their meeting. And they might leave just the PC on that night so that the whole installation apps is ready. And then Wednesday when y'all get here, it'll already be installed and it won't interrupt your meeting.
Okay.
Because we had that happen before we got there Saturday morning, and it's installing, and then it was taking like 2 hours. So during the meeting, we had to switch over to another PC. It was crazy.
I see. The video, we didn't see that. I mean, you show us the media wise.
EJ?
So what you need to do, that's not what you need
I
to do.
think it's always.
If we need to play
You'll
the
have
video.
to click on your user, and then you're gonna want to sign out.
Sign out. Okay.
And after you sign out, then you can power off.
Okay. So then you come over to the bottom right.
So click on the screen, come to your bottom right,
Okay.
and then you can shut it down.
Okay.
And go ahead and shut it down.
Okay, just for practice.
Yes, because you got to learn how to turn everything back on too.
Okay, cool thing.
And in order to cut this off, you're going to want to switch the computer. So at your right, where your right hand is at, that little box on the side wall right there, hit the number 2. That's going to switch to computer number 2.
It's turned off right now.
It's turned off right now? Oh, okay.
So
It
the
is?
computer number 2, y'all don't need to know yet, but EJ might explain it to you later if we do get streaming set up for you. Computer number 2, we have a second computer tower down here, and it's specifically for the use of streaming to brothers and sisters who are at home and sick. So
Okay,
that on
okay.
YouTube, you can send them, and it'll give them an email to the link, and they can watch the whole
Right.
meeting
Right.
from home.
Got it.
How are we gonna do that?
Huh?
How are we gonna do
I
that?
think there's
He'll
they're gonna
get
explain
it
it
set up
on me.
right
Oh,
now.
okay.
Right now we
Sorry,
don't have
I'm in
audio
there.
for that.
I'm so
Because
excited
in
to
sign
know
language
that.
we don't need audio,
Right.
and so we've never set it up with audio. So he said there's a certain something they need to just purchase, and then they can set that up.
Ah, okay.
If you want that. Otherwise, I know y'all can do telephone.
Yeah, on the
so-
phone, like conference call.
Yeah. But that's free, so
It's free.
that's why
It's a
you want to
TV
use that.
remote.
And
So
so
you're
you
gonna-
just cut it off like that?
Right, you'll get the TV remote, or I think there might be a button.
Oh, so I forget this isn't connected. So I just once I cut this off, this would be black.
So
It's
right, so turn these off. The switches are in the back.
Is it in the back?
And the other one.
Right here.
There you go.
And then it's
And you'll want to turn the TV off as
Okay.
well. The remote
It's
is in this drawer right here.
This box, do an SDIN interface.
There you go.
Okay.
And then you still need to turn your sound system off. So,
So
you
the-
usually just press this button to turn everything off.
Yeah.
So then there you go.
So do you recommend shutting down everything, including the computer, or
What's that?
Do you recommend shutting down everything, including the computer, or leave the computer on?
Shut down everything
shut down
after
everything.
Everything. Okay.
Yeah.
What happens is, with the computers, it's not as bad, but especially with these right here, is that they get so warm that that fan is overworked. And if it's left on for many hours, it'll just get louder and louder, and that fan noise will just get louder and louder and louder until it's extremely noticeable. So we want to keep that noise down.
Can I ask when you guys do put it on and off? When you put it on, have you ever had the occurrence of like it's trying to install something as soon as you're about to start the meeting?
The update.
Yes.
So
That what happens there is I don't know if they can change the setting on there, but before somebody shuts it down, it'll say an update is required. Would you like to update next time you turn on the computer? You do not want to click that because next time somebody comes in, they turn on the computer, it's going to start automatically updating. We've had that happen, and it's just chaotic because everything we need is on this computer. Is for sign language, especially we need all the videos and stuff. And so what we had to do, we had to switch to the streaming computer download everything we needed for that meeting there and use that computer. And that made it just more hectic. But so we want to make sure that any updates are going to be during when there's no meetings.
Yeah.
And also, I think, and I'll remind you, Jay, that we'll configure the computer, both of them, so that they only install after asking.
Yes.
It has to ask, and you have to say yes before it does anything,
Right.
not when it turns on. And then also, he'll set it to where it's only during specific time periods that we don't have meetings. So, but always best